What's up, everybody? It's Matt from Peter Glenn, and in this video, we're going to show you exactly how to buy bindings and what size you should buy. Let's check this out. Bindings. You need them on a snowboard. Unless you're snow surfing, you're going to need these things. It's almost impossible to ride a snowboard without the bindings. But just like with boots being super important that they fit your foot, it's important that you actually have bindings that fit your boots. And we do get a lot of questions about people asking, what size bindings should I buy for my boots? And the answer is really simple. Basically what you're gonna do is look at your bindings and you're gonna look at the size range that your bindings come in. You wanna make sure that the size of your boot matches up with the size of the bindings. For instance, I've got these Ride A9s here. Awesome bindings. And me, I'm a size 10.5 foot. I ride a size 10.5 boot. So when I look at the sizing, the size large is for a men's 8 to 12. So obviously my boot falls within that range. Boom, I need a size large. The companies do have some overlap. For instance, Ride, their men's binding, a large goes 8 to 12, but an extra large actually goes from 11 to 15. So the cool thing is if you are an 11, 11.5, or a 12, you will fit in either of the bindings. They actually do have some adjustment, so you can actually adjust the length of the binding with the heel loop. And obviously the straps are super adjustable. And this is something that's pretty standard on most bindings. Whether it has an adjustable heel loop or not, they are designed to fit within a size range. So for instance, this large, a size 12, really simple. You're gonna adjust the heel loop all the way back. You're probably gonna adjust the straps all the way out. If you have a fixed heel loop binding where the heel loop and the base plate are one piece, what you're gonna do is you're basically gonna mount the binding on the board, shift it back, and then you're gonna adjust the straps out. But again, it will fit in both sizes. Now, when you look at some companies like Union, which their medium goes up to a men's 10, and their large starts at a 10.5. We do get a lot of questions. People are like, I've got a 10.5, I've got an 11. Can I fit in a medium? Maybe. It depends on your boot. It depends on the overall size of the boot in general. Some people like to get that nice snug fit, but I wouldn't risk it. If you've got a 10.5 boot, or bigger, go with the large. That's what Union suggests. That's what they've actually designed their bindings to fit. So again, pay attention to those numbers. If you do have the overlap, you do have the luxury of being able to select what size you want. Personally, me, when I'm riding, let's say Burton bindings, I've got a 10.5. I do fall in that category of I fit in a medium and I fit in a large. I usually go with a medium just because I like a really snug fit, super tight fit, especially on my straps and everything. So I always go for the medium so I do get an extra tight fit. But I've honestly ridden size larges, and again, size large, adjusted all the way down, centered my foot up on the board, and they ride just fine, zero problems. So again, when it comes to the bindings and you are trying to fit that your boot size to your binding, just look at the size ranges. All bindings do have a size range, whether it's men's, whether it's women's, and the men's boots are designed to fit the men's bindings. The women's boots are designed to fit the women's bindings. Women's bindings are a little bit narrower. They're designed to fit the women's boots, which are a little bit narrower too. So one thing that you want to do is if you do have a women's boot, you want a women's binding. If you have a men's boot, you're going to want a men's binding because it's probably not even going to fit. It's very easy to pick out those bindings as long as you know what the size range is and as long as you know what size boots you have. But if you've got any questions beyond what we talked about in the video, definitely leave some comments down below. We're on there every single day trying to answer your questions. We want to make sure we can get you into some rad gear, but most importantly, we want to make sure that it's actually going to fit you and it's actually going to fit your riding style. Also, make sure to like, subscribe, and definitely get that notification bell on too so you can find out when all the new videos drop. Head over to peterglenn.com, grab yourself a new set of boots, new set of bindings, get that thing mounted up, and get out and ride. Because any day of riding is a good day of riding.